Welcome to the Heights in the great city of Houston, Texas, a place with a rich, rich culture, bike trails and walking trails aplenty, and entertainment that feels like it just goes on forever for miles and miles. And you can't forget about the restaurants and the coffee selections. With an aesthetic all to its own, let's see everything that this area has to offer. Now, a big reason in moving to the Heights is lifestyle. So, what exactly does that lifestyle look like when moving over to the Heights? With a rich history, you'll see that preserved here, while also having brand new construction providing for a sleek, modern look, while still not sacrificing the nature and greenery to provide a perfect scene. The bungalow aesthetic is what this area is known for, but you cannot discount the coffee culture here. Now, when it comes to pricing, what is the starting price point when it comes to living in the Heights? To enter into the starting price range when it comes to the Heights, a home like what is in front of you is going for $385,000. This will get you 3 bedrooms, 3.5 bath, 1750 square feet. And the home was built in 2009. Definitely not a bad starting point when seeking one of the more sought after areas in the inner loop. On the flip side, $1 million can get you a renovated bungalow like this one you see before you. These are going about 2,600 square feet, still 3 bed, 2.5 bath. Now, in the middle range, you have brand new construction, somewhere in the $500,000 range. So, if living somewhere brand new and you're the first person to live there sounds most appealing, this is what that would look like. Now, lot sizes. They tend to not be the biggest yards in the world out here. This is an example of a lot right next to the townhomes. It's going to be about 5,000 square feet is going to be the common size. There's going to be a lot more street parking over in this area. No real parking garages to speak of. Of course, there are going to be establishments that have their own private parking, but definitely expect a lot more street parking. If biking and trails is your thing, we definitely have a lot of that. This, what you're seeing before you, runs along the bayou and is very, very popular in the area. Can't forget about our coffee. We love that. Also, our breweries. If you're looking for a nice patio to kick back and relax over the weekend, Eureka Heights is one of the more popular breweries. Also, our parks, great for family get togethers. The kids will definitely have a playground to play at. Perfect for getting together and getting some fresh air. We also have more man-made trails that are going to be more where the action is in the heart of the city. So if you can't get all the way over to the bayou, fear not. We definitely have you covered there too. The Heights is super pet friendly, and there are tons of establishments where you can bring the pup with you. Speaking of pups, here's my little guy Astro right now. Super cute. All this sounds great, right? But let's also deal within the reality of living in the Heights as well. Now, there are some streets that feel wide enough to where you can move pretty easily, right? And it doesn't really feel like a big constricting concern. Then one street over, it can feel a lot more claustrophobic, and it can actually be kind of a task when two cars just simply want to pass by one another at the same time. And like I said, these are just one street over from one another. So it's definitely something to consider when picking the exact spot to move in the Heights. Also, flooding. We have a bayou that runs through the middle of the city, so this is definitely something to keep in mind, as even if a home has never flooded before, if it's in a certain flood zone, it can affect your insurance. For instance, if flood insurance is required, it can be a lot more expensive than if it wasn't. Also, given the era that some of these homes were built, they'll be on a pier and beam instead of a traditional slab, and so it could be a foundation you're not used to. Our zoning laws are way different here. You'll find a big business that is right next door to a traditional home. Now, for me, in my taste, I actually like that aspect of the Heights, but I could also see how that could be so out of the norm for somebody, and it may not be exactly what they're looking for. Definitely something worth keeping in consideration. We definitely have a lot of architecture from an era's past still prevalent today. This is the famous clock tower over in the Heights. Cedar Creek is a really famous spot in the Heights, perfect for families or just people in general wanting to kick back. Bungalows across the street, great patio. As you can see, the Heights has a lot to offer, whether it be starting a brand new family or if you're a young professional and you finally got that great job and you're looking for an area that can really cater to all of your needs, like entertainment aplenty and never getting bored, and there always be something new to do, and you're always able to go out. Or if it's something simpler and you're just a couple looking to start that new chapter with your special somebody. This area just has so much character, and it really is unique all to itself from any other pocket in the city. But don't just take my word for it. Get out here, get your own eyes on it, and see for yourself.
So, as you can see, the Heights has a ton to offer in just lifestyle, aesthetic, and just an overall great quality of life. Now, we can only fit so much information in these videos. Of course, if there is any further elaboration you feel like you need, my contact information is down below. We are always here as a resource. That's all I have for you guys on this one. I'll see you on the next one.